Life, Strength, and Health Podcast, episode 58. Welcome, everyone. This is Life, Strength, and Health Podcast with Jamal and Kim, where each and every week we educate, empower, and inspire you to live healthier. So let's dive into the show. Hi, Kim and Jamal here, and welcome to another episode of Life, Strength, and Health Podcast. I'm Kim, and I'm joined with Jamal.
Greetings, everyone.
And
peace and blessings.
Yes, and welcome to episode number 58. I'm happy to say we're back behind the mic. We took a little month hiatus for the month of January. Lots of things going on at the end of last year, coming into the new year. But we're back, and I'm excited to, serve you guys and to help educate, empower, and inspire anyone who listens to this to be healthier. One of the things that I wanted to share that I'm so grateful for is that I checked our download stats because from time to time I just, like to check those numbers and see who's listening to the show. And I saw that we passed 15,000 downloads, almost 15,500 downloads. So I want to say thank you to each and every one of you who has ever listened to our show.
Yes.
You didn't have to. And, this is why we do it. We do it for you. And to have 15,000 people listen to your show, I'm truly grateful. And thank you.
Yeah, definitely. Just want to say Happy New Year to everyone. I know it's in February, but this is our first time back on for 2017. So our first interaction with you. So definitely Happy New Year, and hopefully everyone is off to an amazing year.
Yes.
January is always the crazy month of the year because it's like, you're
trying to recuperate.
Yeah, from the holiday season, and you're really just settling in. And, honestly, I didn't really feel settled in to the new year until probably going into the third week.
Right.
Of January, so I know it's probably like that for a lot of you, just really feeling like the year started. It's like, all right, now I'm ready to take the year on.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's what this episode is about today.
Yeah. And before we dive into that, Jamal and I, we always just talk about people's health journeys and how we can help people to reach their health goals. And, one of the best ways to, reach your health goals, enjoy the process, understand what you're doing is to get some direction. Even personally for me on my health journey, I had a clear plan of action. I continue because a lot of people think once you reach your health goals, that's it, and your health is on autopilot, but you always want to continue to listen to your body. But I have clear, concise goals. I have a clear, concise plan of action, and it allows you to realistically live your life with all your responsibilities and to still implement your health regimen in it. So it's important to get an understanding of what's going on with your body, but most importantly, have direction. And that's so important when achieving your health goals.
Yeah, there's so much information that's out there in regards to your health. A lot of conflicting information, a lot of parallel information. It's just so much information out there. There is no longer any standard. It used to be a specific standard that most people subscribe to, but that's not the case anymore. So what we're seeing is that a lot of people are, putting themselves on different types of programs and different types of plans that aren't really serving them. They're not really as effective as they may want it to be, or just simply not working at all as far as getting on the right track and getting your health together. And that is why we created our office assessment. Mm-hmm. We do it virtually, as well as you can come to the office and get that. And what we do is we look at the body from a holistic perspective. We really listen to the language of the body and what your body is really trying to tell you. And we really assess, ask a lot of questions. And do a couple assessment techniques to really dig down to why your body isn't responding or is responding a certain way, to really help you to customize your health strategy. Because we get a lot of people that come into the office and technically they're doing all of the right things, but it's not working for them because it's a general cookie cutter approach. For example, we deal with colon hydrotherapy at Life Strength and Health, and a lot of people that come in are experiencing a level of constipation. And a lot of times in our society, we learn that when you're constipated, you take fiber. Like, we throw fiber at constipation. That can be an effective strategy to getting you to, become more regular. But if you introduce fiber at the wrong time, it could be catastrophic. It can lock things up and make things worse. And you can go in the opposite direction. Right. And most of the time, from the people that we see, they introduce it at the wrong time. Everyone says, I take a fiber product, or I tried adding more fiber in and that wasn't effective. So it's like you're doing the wrong thing and you're applying it at the wrong time, and it's not working for you. So what we do is we look at your strategy and we help you to improve upon it. Or if you don't have a strategy, we help you to create one. So you definitely want to get assistance on your journey, and the more customized you can make a program, the better. So the office visit, virtually or coming into the office, is a good way to begin your health journey or to improve upon it. Right. And like Jamal said, we work with clients virtually. We work with clients. We've worked with clients, I should say, as far as the UK. So don't let, you not being close to our office or you not being in the tri-state area stop you. If you need that strategy, if you need that help, don't be afraid to go get it, because we want you to reach your health goals. So if you would like to have a consultation with us, just give us a call at 1-800-503-7127, or just go to lifestrengthandhealth.com, click on the schedule an appointment link, and you can schedule yourself in. And we want to just give you a little incentive to take action. If you use the coupon code BEST year, you can use that on an online appointment scheduler, or when you call into our office, just make reference of that coupon code and we will give you $5 off, whether you're a new client or an existing client. Okay, so take advantage of that special. We definitely want to help you to reach your health goals. Yes. So the next thing we want to dive into is our organic food for thought. And in this segment, we want to talk about olive oil. Yes. And, a lot of people know about olive oil. They know that it's good for you. But unfortunately, some people use it in the wrong way. Olive oil is... Most people. Well, yeah, most people. I mean, but olive oil is very heat sensitive. So which means that you do not want to cook with heat using olive oil, or you want to use light heat. So it's good for like your salads and, things that you're not cooking. But when you're, cooking certain types of foods on the stove, you do not want to use olive oil. It has a very low heat point. Yes, very low. And it's so heat sensitive that if you don't have a dark bottle, the light can actually damage olive oil. So if, just regular light is going to damage it, then that fire is going to damage it as well. Low smoke point. It's around 207 degrees for extra virgin olive oil. So the best way to consume your oil when we're talking about olive oil is raw. Use it on your salads or after you prepare your meal, because it does have good flavor to it. Mix it in at the end of the meal, but don't use olive oil for cooking. Most people do. They just hear olive oil is healthy and they get it and they use it for everything. But you only want to use it raw, because what happens is it becomes rancid, and and a lot of antioxidants and other toxins begin to form as it heats up. So if you're using olive oil and it begins to smoke, then most likely that's giving you a sign that your oil is starting to go bad. So, maybe just to coat your pan, do some light things with it at most. But I personally recommend to just use it raw.
Yeah, definitely. So now let's dive into this episode's topic. The topic of this episode is how to make 2017 your best health year ever. And as when we opened the show, we said, we're at the time of this recording, we are at the early part of the month of February. We've recovered in the month of January. But January, in terms of the new year, is also the time when many people, declare their New Year's resolutions. And, some people talk badly about it. Others, don't. But me personally, I feel that any positive goals that you set for yourself is a plus. But unfortunately, New Year's resolutions get a bad name because most people tend to fizzle out, after the first month, or they don't keep their resolution. And that's why a lot of people feel that they don't work. So, in this episode, we want to just touch on, even though, let's say you set a New Year's resolution and maybe you kind of fell off or you're teetering off, you can still make this year your best health year ever. You still can make that difference. And we're going to go over a few points to help on how to make this your best year. We want to give you some direction so that you can still achieve your health goals.
Yeah. Also, I just want to say that I like New Year resolutions. A lot of people don't, and it does get a lot of bad press in a sense. People are just saying, hey, if you want to start something, just start it now. Just take action. And that's true. And it gets the bad rep of, no one follows through. And
or like the gyms, of course, gyms love January. Yeah. Because it's like packed.
Yeah, it's packed.
And then February, March, it's like a ghost town. The regulars are still there.
Yeah, but it's nothing wrong with setting goals for yourself. Like that is how we grow as human beings. That is how we evolve, is to have goals. You always want to set goals. And the best time to set goals is at the beginning of a cycle.
Yes.
You don't get a person that normally says, you know what, I'm going to start my program on Wednesday. People don't normally do that. They start it on a Sunday or a Monday at the beginning of a cycle, at the beginning of a season, at the beginning of a year, on your birthday. So, your body functions in cycles. The earth functions in cycles, life functions in cycles. So there's nothing wrong with selecting the start of a new cycle to start your goal. The important thing is that you have things in place to help you to accomplish those things.
Right.
And that's what we want to discuss today, because a lot of times people don't really have things in place. They just say it. I want to do this, and they put it out there. And that's the first thing that you want to do. However, there's more things that come along with that. So it's important to set goals, but also have things in place to help you to accomplish those goals.
Yeah, definitely. So the first topic that we want to discuss is making this your best health year. The first thing is that it starts with a decision that you want to. Like Jamal just mentioned, it's about setting a goal, and there's nothing wrong with setting a goal. Even if you don't achieve that goal, that doesn't mean that you don't keep resetting a new goal. But getting healthy starts with a decision for you to do so. It's all about mindset, health, being healthy. Anything that you want to be successful at in your life starts in your mind. It starts with why you're doing it. Like what's your purpose behind doing it? And there has to be a reason why. Like, what is your why in getting healthy? Is it because your health is at a decline and you're scared, you're fearful? Is it you don't like the way you look? Would it help you perform better on your job? Like, what is the reason why? Do you want to be a better example for your children because you don't want them to grow up to be unhealthy? You have to have that burning desire and that reason why to start you on this journey. Yeah.
And the more specific you can be, the more detailed you can be, you're increasing the power of that why, because that why is your driving force. So a lot of times people say that they want to lose weight. So it's not good enough to say, I want to lose weight. You have to have the why behind it. I want to lose weight and become healthy again. I want to get back to my high school weight, or I want to lose weight so that I can play with my child as, they get older. I want to fit back into this specific outfit because when I wore this, I felt like I was at my best. Like, you really have to drill down on your goals. That's very important. And a lot of times people don't reach their goals. It's not because they don't have it in them to reach it. It's because they underestimate or miscalculate the amount of time that it takes for them to reach their goals, and they become discouraged.
Yeah.
So it's very important for you to understand that it's okay to make adjustments along the way. Just because it doesn't seem like it's going the way you planned, then you just re-strategize a bit.
Right, definitely. The next thing, so you start with your decision, you have your reason why. The next thing is, okay, now we need a plan of action. We need a roadmap. We need a realistic strategy on how to achieve that health goal. And you want to understand your strategy and have clarity on it, because there are going to be obstacles in the way. There are going to be bumps in the road. There are going to be discouraging times. But if you have a plan of action, like when you go to college, you have a syllabus, I take course 1, course 2, course 3, course 4. And then when I get to the end, I will graduate. Well, the same thing holds true on your health journey. You need to know the steps along the way. You need to understand those steps, most importantly, and it has to be a realistic plan of action.
Yeah, and I'll add on to that and say a realistic, holistic plan of action. So you need to detail your strategy. This is your strategy. This is what you're going to follow to get your results. So it's one thing to say, I'm going to lose weight and I'm going to join the gym. That is good, and that is the first step, but it's not holistic. A true strategy would be, my goal is to lose weight because, I want to improve my health and be here as my children get older. My strategy is going to be to join the gym. And this is my 12-week program to start the way. This is what I'm going to follow. I'm going to work with a personal trainer, or I'm just going to create this program. And this is going to be my eating regimen that I have lined up. I'm going to work with Life, Strength, and Health, or I'm going to create a program on my own. And these are the things that I'm going to put in place to reinforce this goal. I'm going to get a partner, and we're going to hold each other accountable.
Right.
And I'm going to, listen to a health podcast once a week. And I'm going to do visualization every day and visualize and see myself becoming this person. Like, that's how detailed you want your strategy to be. And if you have set out goals for yourself and New Year resolutions, and it wasn't that detailed and you didn't succeed, then that is the reason why, because it wasn't detailed enough. And that is just really the tip of the iceberg. Like, you should be as detailed as possible and have your plan of action completely drawn out, so that all you have to do is follow your blueprint for success. And one of the things that happens for people when they set out for their goals is they get frustrated because they're not meeting their goals when they think they should. But a lot of times, when, Kim said that you want to have realistic goals. People set out, I'm going to lose 50 pounds in 30 days, and 2 weeks go by and you're only down 10 pounds and you're super frustrated.
Which is still great.
Yeah, which is still great. Right. But you just need to know that most of the time, almost all the time, we miscalculate the amount of time that it takes and you have to readjust it. So, for example, let's say if your goal is to lose 10 pounds in 30 days. Let's use a lower number. Your goal is to lose 10 pounds in 30 days. And in 30 days, you only lost 5 pounds. Instead of getting discouraged, just understand that you just miscalculated the amount of time that it's going to take to lose the 5 pounds. So you just have to readjust it a bit and say, okay, based on my calculations, it really took 10. I miscalculated, and readjust your time frame, because any goal that you set out to do, you can achieve it, but sometimes it just may take a little bit longer than planned. So don't let that discourage you. You need to reevaluate what's going on that didn't allow you to hit the mark. Did you miscalculate the amount of time it takes, or have you not been following your action plan and putting in top effort to execute your action plan? And then you make adjustments, you readjust, you course calculate, and then you keep pushing forward. Like, that is the key to success.
So we have our decision why. We made our decision. We want to improve our health. We made our decision, and we have our clear plan of action that is realistic. I have understanding of it, and I have clarity. So that brings us to our last step, which is take action. Because you can think about it, you can hypothesize, you can run it over in your mind, what's good, what's not, can I do this, can I not? But you're not going to achieve any success if you don't implement, if you don't take action. And that's why your strategy has to be realistic. You have to understand, you need clarity on it, because when you have those things fueled by a burning desire of your why, then you can become unstoppable, because as both Jamal and I have mentioned, there are going to be challenges. There are going to be obstacles. There are going to be roadblocks. There's going to be times of inconvenience, of uncomfortableness, especially in social situations. But if you know why you're doing it and you have clarity, that you fully understand your roadmap and it's realistic, you believe you can do it, and you have support and accountability, like, that is the recipe for success. And you can keep putting one step in front of the other until you achieve your health goals.
Yeah. Everyone lives very busy lives for the most part. And there's always going to be a reason not to start. There's always going to be a reason to stop. There's always going to be a reason to get thrown off track. So, in taking action, set your date and get started.
Right.
Don't keep pushing it back. Set a date. Take that date serious. Mentally prepare for that date. Strategically prepare for that date. And put it in your calendar. And on that day, take action and get started.
Right. It's no simpler than that. Like, if you don't implement, if you overthinking doesn't get you results. Implementing and taking action does. So once you implement, you take action and you course correct along the way. And I always mention this to my daughter, Soora, like, it's not about getting it right all the time in terms of her schoolwork, because I homeschool her. It's about taking action and learning from your mistakes. So it's not about being perfect and getting it right. It's taking a step forward. Did that work? How did I feel? Can I keep this? Is this realistic? Am I reaching my goals? Okay, let me go this way. Let me go this way. And that's why, working with a health practitioner will help you course correct faster. And you'll know the points of, when you reflect on, is this working for me? Do I need to change some things? That's why it's always beneficial to work with someone that can help you, and you can analyze your feedback much faster. But it's so important to take action. So to recap, the 3 things that will help to make 2017 your best health year ever is, first, it starts with a decision, your why, and it has to really be important, something that really is really important to you. You have to have that burning desire and that reason why. Once you have that, you want a realistic roadmap, a plan of action, and you need to have clarity on that roadmap and fully understand what you need to do. Once you have your plan of action, the next step is to take action. Implement that plan consistently each and every day, implementing that strategy, course correcting along the way until you achieve your health goals.
Yes, and don't be afraid to get help. Sometimes in our minds, we want to do things on our own, but sometimes our challenges are a little bit bigger than we are. And when I say help, that could be a specialist, whether it's some type of health coach in fitness or in nutrition and different aspects of your well-being, or it could be finding a very specific program that resonates with you that you're going to stick with. It could be a book that you're reading, but it's okay to get help. It's okay. Like, we always invest in the things that we find to be valuable or worth it. But you're worth it. You are worth it. And
yes,
you're valuable. And the best investment that you could ever make is into yourself, into your health, into your well-being. So don't be afraid to get out there and invest in yourself. When you look at the successful people of the world, they didn't get to where they are on their own in all of the different aspects that one can be successful in. They got help along the way, and they knew when to get help, and they knew when to push. So just be mindful of that and know that you're not on this journey alone. That's the beauty of it. You can get people involved that can help you to maximize and to achieve your goals.
Yeah, definitely. And as we mentioned in the beginning of the show, if you would like assistance from Jamal and myself in Life, Strength, and Health, just give us a call at 1-800-503-7127 or go to lifestrengthandhealth.com. Click the schedule an appointment link and you can schedule your appointment for a consultation. And we are giving a little incentive for you to take action. And when you reference the coupon code BEST YEAR, either by when you call into the office or if you use our online appointment schedule, you can enter that coupon code. You can get $5 off a consultation, whether you're a new client or an existing client. And as we mentioned, we can work with you virtually. So if you're not in the tri-state area, we can still work with you, and we would love to help you to achieve your health goals. So that is the conclusion of this show. Thank you for listening. Please share this episode to anyone you know that will benefit from it. We are on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, Google Play, all the podcast players. And also to access the show notes for this episode, just go to lifestrengthandhealth.com/58 for the show notes. And you can also download the show there as well. Okay. So until next time, live healthier.
Yes. Stay healthy, everyone. Peace and blessings.
We want to say thank you for listening to the show and for access to the show notes pages, more podcast episodes, blog content, as well as more information about our center, Life, Strength, and Health. Then just visit us at lifestrengthandhealth.com. Until next time, live healthier.